Hey, I'm Evan.
I'm Mike.
Welcome to USSC Stories.
The broken and falling, damned old souls been sent to burn. Nowadays they've been calling, telling me soon gonna be my turn. Head down.
We talked about our journeys through from the beginning and everything like that. Let's talk about where we at now, man. I know I got out the Navy in 2016. When did you get out?
I got out in April of 14, and I thought I was going to do great. You know, did stuff that no one else had done. Relatively speaking. Driven submarines, had a secret clearance. Was still young.
Yeah.
Did all kinds of shit. I figured when I got out, I would have the best job available to me. That hit me real quick. It wasn't so,
Right.
Got out in 14 and I applied for all these government jobs and stuff like that I figured I would have got right off the bat. Fucking Northrop Grumman, I don't really remember what I applied for back then, but
Yeah.
there's a bunch of, government agencies and government contracting jobs that I applied for. And none of them called me back, man. None of them. Not one. Not a single one.
Yeah.
And I was that little dread on the back of your mind started to set in, like, fuck, maybe it was a bad decision getting out and stuff like that. Because I was tired of being in, right? All the rules.
Right.
I was like, I want to experience freedom, And I got out and I couldn't get a job. So, a couple months go by. I was with a lady at the time. I was over in Cali, and she was in the Navy, and she was about to deploy and stuff. So I needed a job. She had kids and stuff, so I was planning on taking care of her kids while that happened.
Right.
So, I didn't get any hits back on these nice jobs that I figured I should have. And then there's certain jobs that I could have gotten, but I thought I was too good for, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And, I should have taken those jobs, but it was what it was. I thought I was too good for them, right? So eventually, time goes by and I get a job, and I went on unemployment. And over in Cali, it's close to like $900 a week.
Yeah.
It was back then, anyways. I don't know what it is now. And that was cool. That's good money. Especially when you're attached to a different income.
Yeah.
And I was good with it. And I started falling into that mindset of mediocrity. I was like, cool, I'm getting a paycheck for nothing. I've been in the Navy for so long. I'm finally out. I'm just going to chill kind of thing. And I was doing that for a while. And, that time will pass really quick, man. And time passed really quick.
Yeah.
And I got a letter in the mail saying, hey, listen, you don't got a job in the next fucking couple weeks. We're going to cut you off. And at that time, I was like, fuck, I really need to make a decision, to pick one of these jobs that I didn't think I was qualified for. Well, at that point in time, even those jobs weren't taken because they fill them in, or, I just waited too long. And, they were good paying jobs. They were $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 jobs that I thought I was too good for.
Yeah.
And I didn't take them. And I was running out of unemployment time, and I had to make a decision. I was a grown man. I had to make money.
Yeah.
So I started applying for anything. And the first job I took was a job at Chick-fil-A. man. Fast food, bro. Fast food.
You have to swallow your pride.
And I had to swallow my pride, bro. I had to do it. You know, I'm not ashamed of it either. It was a good job. I met some good people there. I'll probably talk about that some other time. I met some really good people there, and I was very grateful for the opportunity to work there. You know,
Yeah.
the owner there didn't have to hire me, but she did, and I rose up the ranks there too, man. It was part of the submarine mentality, man. It was very easy to rise up the ranks because we're just ingrained with work.
Work ethic, man.
Yeah, you just work until you're the best, and it's crazy to think that a lot of people, like most people, don't think like that.
Yeah.
But once I got to that Chick-fil-A job, man, I started from the bottom and then I got all the way to the top. The only thing I could go further than that was to own a Chick-fil-A franchise. And then at that point, you needed a degree and stuff like that. I didn't have a degree at the time. So
that's what's up.
yeah, I couldn't do that. So I got to the highest point I could. And, you know, that's what it was, man. How about you?
Yeah, so I ended up getting out the military for some unfortunate events. I was too fat, right? So when I say too fat, you know, they go off of body percent, fat content, whatever. I was 0.5 over the limit from, you know, whatever. So they was processing me out, and I already had in my mind like, man, it's a wrap. I don't care no more. I'm about to just start looking for jobs, start looking for work, whatever, right? So during the whole time, they try to put the appeal in and all this other shit. So like, I kind of got away from focusing on work. It was more so like, all right, I'm about to try to like fight to stay in. Well, shit happened. Got kicked the fuck out, right? So I'm like, all right, you know, I still got on the honorable discharge. I still got, you know, all my credentials. I still have my damn security clearance and all that shit. So I had the mindset of, if somebody gonna hire me, goddamn, I'm about to take me a fucking nothing lower than $80,000. Like, you know, something stupid. It just wasn't taking no practical job.
It's just what our worth was at the time. Yeah.
Right. So, like you said, bro, I had all these fucking jobs that I could have did, and I just built in my head like, nah, I can't take that. I can't take that. I can't take that. And then I'm thinking about the money that I was making while I was in the military to like, man, I'm taking a huge ass pay cut, man. Like, I can't take these fucking jobs, whatever. Fucking 6 months go by. It's like, all right. Well, about 4 or 5 months go by. I applied for unemployment, food assistance, and shit like that. And I was like, damn, like how the fuck did I get here, man? You know? And then, like you said, man, I ended up starting to want to get kind of complacent, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I'm getting $500 a month for food. I'm getting about $1,200 right now bucks a month for just government money, just to do like unemployment. Like, bro, I like this shit.
Mm-hmm.
But then it started to sit in. Like, man, my wife was pregnant. It was like she's due in a few months. I'm like, man, I need to get my shit together. So I started applying for the fucking jobs that I was like, I'm too good for. Didn't get them.
Yeah.
All right, well, I applied for Walmart. Too qualified. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, man, I'm gonna apply for fucking McDonald's. Too qualified. I was like, all right, this is fucking getting ridiculous now. And then, I mean, it went by 6 months after I got out, so I officially got a job in Texas, working at this bank. And I mean, I think it started off at $15 an hour. So I was like, man, fuck it, I'm just gonna take it. So we uprooted and moved to Texas. Same shit, work ethic. Was there for like maybe 5 months. Got promoted to the next, you know, less little rank. Start making more money. And then I'm like, shit. And then being around like civilian workers compared to from military workers was like, man, y'all complain all the fucking time, man. Just like, you know, come in, show up, do your job and whatever. And I was like, man, I got to keep this military type of mindset. Like, I just worked my ass off.
Yeah.
After a while, my wife joined the Navy. I mean, she joined the Army. Now I'm a fucking dependent. And I actually worked, we moved to Kansas. So now I'm working at the welfare office. Just fucking like full circle that shit. Now I'm working for the welfare office.
Yeah, man. And it, for new people, man, like take the jobs when you get out. When you get out of the fucking military, take the fucking jobs, like the ones that you don't think is good enough for you. Because I'll tell you what, it's something worth it, man. Like,
Yeah.
Learn from our mistakes, bro. Like, we thought we were too good for certain jobs, and then after a while, those certain jobs, they were too good for us.
And I think, and it's really pride, because one thing that used to bother the fuck out of me was when people were transitioning out of the military, they tell you there's no jobs out there, there's nothing for you. Like, you're better off being in the military. Once you get out, you're gonna struggle. You're gonna do this and this and this and this. So I think for me it was like, I'm gonna prove to them I'm about to get this high paying ass fucking job. I'm about to be rolling in money. I'm about to do all this shit, prove these motherfuckers wrong. And then it was like, my fucking pride fucked everything up.
Yes. That's a good point, man. Like, a lot of stuff, I won't say it's given to you in the Navy, man, because you have to work for everything you have in the Navy, in the military in general. But a lot of the stuff you can take for granted, man. Like, you can take it for granted, and
like BAH,
all that kind of stuff. And then when you get out, it's a different story, bro. Like, no one cares about you. No one gives a shit. You did your time. Fuck you, get out. That's basically what it is, And it can be a rough time, man. Like I was saying, you could have a clearance, you could have experience, and still you will be working at some fast food place if you're not careful. It happened to me. It happened to you.
Yeah.
It happened to 100 other fucking people.
All those awards you got, all them watches you qualified, all that extra shit you did to get those evals don't mean a damn thing once you get out.
Yeah. It could be a rough business, man. It was a wake up call for me, bro. Like, especially since at the time, I was looking after kids and stuff like that. And I wasn't making any money. I was blowing through my savings like no one's business.
Yep.
And I got to the point where I was pretty much broke, so I went on unemployment and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It can be really rough. Like, I'm really proud of a lot of the guys that got out at the same time I did, that took the jobs that I considered weren't worthy.
Yeah.
And now they're doing pretty good. I mean, they're making the kind of money that I thought I should have made, because they worked their way up. Good for them, man. Good for them for doing that. Really proud of them for doing that.
Yeah, don't let your pride get you messed up, man. Because I really had high hopes for all the shit that I've done in my whole career, and I'm like, yeah, all this shit's gonna matter. And then, yeah, you just another person going for the job. They don't care if you were the fucking best driver of the boat or you were fucking number one EP sailor and shit like that. They don't give a fuck about that. Like, nah, take your motherfucking job. Like, take the job. Take whatever opportunity you can up front. It'll pay off. I mean, if you want to weigh your options, you got other things, go to school, do whatever, man. But jump on the opportunity as you can. Don't be stupid and look back and be like, fuck, I could.
Unfortunately, bro, like, so for the military in general, especially the Navy, experience gets you advanced, right? Doesn't matter about anything else. You have experience doing something, you're gonna advance. In the civilian world, right, you can have mastered the entire job that you're doing, right? You mastered it, right?
Yep.
You have a piece of paper that says you have a degree in this field. You won't advance any further. It's the most backwards fucking thing.
Yeah.
That I've ever seen, bro. Like, there's people that should not be in a leadership position that I've seen, that are in a leadership position. They have no experience doing what they're supposed to be leading, doing.
Yeah.
But they're getting paid $40,000 more than the person that did the job. It's the most backwards thing being civilian, man. Like,
yeah. Because like for us being an admin, you know, we've had 7+ years of admin work. So, you know, coming from somebody, like you said, straight, like fresh out of college, they got the school, but they don't have the experience. We got the experience, but we don't got the school. So, you know, that one piece of paper can make or break you. As far as, like you said, getting that extra bonus of money to being entry level for shit that you've had the experience of doing.
It's the most bizarre thing, dude. Like, just because you went to school and they taught you some stupid fucking basic stuff that you probably forgot.
Yep.
By the time you hit the next class, you know, suddenly you're more qualified to make more money than someone who knows the job that they're going for.
Right.
You know? It doesn't make sense to me, man. I know it doesn't make sense to a lot of people too. Like, you have some people that have done a job for 10, 15, 20 years, 30 years, and they're masters at it. You know, they can tell you every inside and out. They can tell you how this thing runs, how that thing runs, every screw, every bolt, every fucking, you know, everything else that goes into it. And they will make less than someone who went to college for 4 years and got a degree.
Yeah.
It's baffling, bro. Like, I mean, you know, not taking away from people that went to college because, you know, that's good for you. You know, I'm currently going to college too. But
I know some people probably watching this right now saying, I mean, you can't get mad at certain people because of your life choices.
yeah,
Well, I'm not. I'm taking full responsibility of what I neglected to do, you know? And it's one of those lesson learns type deal, man. You know, now I'm at a better place than what I was when I first got out. But it was one of those things like, man, things could have been a whole lot different if I actually took the opportunities that were presented and given to me at that time. It's, I mean, like I said, it's one of them shits. It's a lesson learned type deal, man.
yeah, man. Like, I don't know. In the civilian world, it's like I said, it's backwards.
Yeah.
Like, the less experience you have, as long as you have a piece of paper to your name, you'll make more money.
Yeah.
You know? And I've seen a lot of the supervisors, not every supervisor, but I've seen a lot of the supervisors that I work with over the years. They don't know a thing about what they're supposed to be supervising.
Right.
They don't do anything. They're on their phones all the time. And you get paid $40,000 more than people that know the system, you know the equipment, that do all the work. And it's baffling, bro. Like in the Navy, you know, leadership came from people that knew the systems. They got promoted because they knew the systems. And plus more and more and more and more and more, like you had to learn everything. You had to learn, you had to show that you were leadership capable, you know. And it's so backwards in the civilian world, bro. I don't understand it. Just because you have a degree in you know, I don't mean to bitch and complain about it, but
Right.
you know, it's just, it seems so fucking backwards. Like, why are you paying this person $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 more than a person who has the experience and who knows the know-how of running something?
Right.
Only because you have a piece of paper saying, hey, you took just enough of English classes and mathematics classes and all the fucking electives that don't matter.
Right.
So, hey, what, you get all this money.
Yeah, if don't nobody feel you, bro, man, I feel you, man.
Yeah.